Hello everyone, so glad you could join us today. Appreciate you being with us as always, and come over to the board and I'll show you what we've been working on. Hope you're painting with us. Don't know if you'd like to paint what we're doing this time, but anyhow, this is a little modern painting that we're working on today, and I'm doing this especially for Ruthie because she wanted some modern work. We haven't done any of this in a long time, so come on over though and we'll just continue to work on it, and hope you're enjoying it and hope you're painting with us. But if you're not, well, just sit back and enjoy it. Okay, what color we're going to make something? We're going to make these shoes sort of a funny color. First of all, I'm just going to put this color down. That's a funny looking shoe, isn't it? But you got to bear in mind, this is not a realist painting, it's a modern painting. Now what I'm using on these is alizarin crimson, but I'm going to add some other colors to it to highlight them. And the color I'm picking up there is just cadmium red. The reason I thought we'd use this color is because it shows up good, and he does have red hair, so that sort of go along with it. And I'm trying to get a real good highlight in there, and I want one right on top of the shoe too. I tell you what, I like that color. Okay, now back up here. I'm going to add a little bit of that color right in here. And we'll add a little bit right here. I need a little bit more color. I'm putting a little shadow into there, trying to. Similar to that. Just blending it a little bit. Okay. Now I want a little bit more. Some here. A little bit more highlight right here. A little bit more highlight right here. Trying to grab a little of that white over there. In there. Here. Here. And I'm on just a touch on this side, just a touch. Like so. Okay. Now, we've got to do some serious work up here on his face. I like his hair, but I'll tell you what, I want to put a little bit of orange in it. Like that. And I'll probably put a little shadow under there too. Okay, now we've got to do his whole face. And the way we will start that, if I can find my brush here, I tell you what, I could probably do it with this brush or this little teeny one here. Let's start with this one. Now I need almost straight white, so I'm going to pull it way over here. And try to get my brush real full. I'm trying to work it into the bristles really good. Okay. Now I probably can just lay my hand here instead of using my maul stick. Most of the time I like to use my maul stick. Watch this. Now if you notice, that's not quite covering really well, but it's plenty good enough for our purposes. And you can come back after it dries if you want to. And I want his eyes a little bit big, a little bit oversized, in other words. Similar to that. Now, around his mouth, he's got a little white area. I don't know what that's all about, but let's put a little of that in there. I guess that's where he painted his beard out or something. Okay, that's got part of it. I'm trying to clean that brush out a little bit because I want to put put some little dark areas. See if I can do that. Right in here. I'm doing this to sort of make him actually sort of look similar to the little girl, but not exactly. Okay, let me wash that out. Now I'm going to get my liner brush again. Put some thinner in it. Go around here to my Payne's Gray. Let me pick up a little bit of that. This is my Payne's Gray. Let's go over here where we'll know it'll stay there. And we'll put it right there. Now, again, I will tell you that when you're putting on your outline, it has to be pretty thin, actually, because it won't flow. And this little brush holds a lot of paint. This is a little liner brush. It's about an inch long. It has very few hairs in it, but it's excellent for outlining things. Okay, now this particular one, we'll use our model stick on. I'm just putting an outline around these little eyeballs. By the way, I'm taking my little liner brush and I'm rolling it in order to give me a real good tip on it. Just taking and rolling it as I pick up the color. All right. Now if I can pull his little mouth with a smile on it, that would be nice. Sort of like that. Now on the other one, let me mix a little bit different color here. I'm trying to just put a outline here. What I probably will do is come in there with a real pretty shadow. Now what you can do to straighten up your areas is take your liner brush and pull it like that. I like that pretty good. Tell you what, let's put a little more red in his hair there. Maybe a little orange. I'm going to do it with this brush. I like that. I'm going to highlight that little peak there. I'm going to shadow it right under here. A little more. Let's use a little of this color here. And I'm going to shadow this too, just a little bit right here. Now I want a good shadow under here, so I'm going to change that color a little bit and put a little bit of this under there. Now I'm going to go back and clean all of that white up, make it look a little better. Might put a little shadow right under here. A little darker. I'm doing the same thing to his little hand here. Putting a little shadow under there. I need to smooth this up a little on this edge here. Okay, the shadow's good. Now I probably need to highlight it a little bit. Okay, I like that. I think I'm going to highlight that a little bit more. In order to do that, I'm going to take a little yellow. Let's see if that'll do it. It's pretty good. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that. The highlights a lot of times makes the painting, and a lot of times it's better to do them after the painting dries. Then you can come back and really do some real nice highlights. But we're going to go ahead and finish this one. Now what I'm going to try to do is add some white. I'll take this little brush. And I'm going to turn him upside down. A little better access. I'm going to go in here and get some white. As white as I can get it. I'm going to use my mauve stick on this because I want this to be pretty accurate. Now I'm trying to get the edge almost where it was at. Trying to. If you notice, every time that I put it down on the canvas, I go back and get a little white. And the reason being, every time you do this on the canvas, you pick up some color. And I want it to be sort of clean. Now I'm going to put a line around it there of this color. Oops, too much blue. Let's get over here. I believe this is the color I need. Hope I haven't got it too thin. Now I'm going to come into the face and add a little light color, if I can find it. If I can't, we'll have to mix it. That might do it. Let's see if it will. Now I wonder if I can put a highlight in those eyes. We did. Okay, turn him back over. I think I can use this brush. Let's see if I can. I didn't get that the way I wanted. Let me check it here. This is what I wanted. Yeah. Now, I want this cadmium red. Mix it up really good and sort of thin. I probably could pull this just as well with one of my flats. Maybe even better, I don't know. But, I'll tell you what to do, let's lay that down. I'm going to try to pull, let's see where it goes to. It goes all the way over. That's what I want. Let's see if that makes it any better. I'm just going from one color to the other here. We've got a couple of minutes. Let me see if I can. Trying to get the buttons. Yeah, now that's what I wanted. To try that on the other side. Got it. And you know what we can do if we want to? Maybe a little bit of that in the galaxies. Okay, we've got about a minute. I want to do one quick thing here. Just a little bit. Okay, we still got about a minute. All right. You know what? I guess we ought to call this a finished painting. We're just about out of time. We've enjoyed this so much. Hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, let us know, and we'll do some more of these modern paintings. I love doing them. It's just that we don't get a chance a lot of times to do those. We're painting other stuff. Anyhow, we've enjoyed you being with us so very, very much today. Goodbye, and God bless you. Come back next week.